Alright, how about now? I think we got it. Okay, cool. So, can you hear you? Sweet. Alright, what I was saying is, one, I'm still using my old camera, and I'm still adjusting the, weights, I guess? The, how hard everything moves when things happen. So, I felt like it wasn't picking up my voice when I was testing stuff, but then it turns out that I was being incredibly shy using VTube Studio by myself, and I wasn't talking at my normal volume and my normal cadence, and I think the model picks everything up pretty well. In fact, the reason the ears keep flopping around like that is because I'm probably hitting the highest octaves, so it thinks I'm shouting, but I'm just talking in my normal voice. So I kind of have to tweak that stuff, but I don't want to not prep for the game. So you're just going to have to deal with wiggly ears, I guess. It's also kind of hilarious to, like... So, anyways, it's very surreal. That's all I gotta say. The VTuber thing is super surreal. But it can do so much cool stuff, and I'm gonna try to show it off this afternoon after Outlaws game is over. Alright, so what I was saying when I started prepping is that the solitary ogre spider has lived her dreams in both timelines and knocked someone off of this bridge. But in this version of Outlaws, we made the canyon really deep. I think it was only like 100 feet in the last game, or 80 feet or something, because I was like, I don't want to kill anybody, but now it's like 150 feet, which Ketrin felt like a total badass, because she got knocked off the bridge, and then only took 75 points of damage, stood up and healed herself, so it was kind of awesome. Bella's being ignored because she ate stinky pickles, as one does. Honestly, Stinky Pickle might be the solution to anyone playing a small in any of my games. Because if you play a small, I'm gonna eat you. Oh, thanks! I'm really excited about it. I'm still trying to adjust the settings, though, which is why my ears keep waggling around so much. I feel like my ears waggle more than the boobas. I gotta really lock those ears down a little bit. Yeah, anyways. So, Bella's pretty much safe, because all the spiders that eat her realize that she tastes like shit, and they're animals that want to eat people, so why would they eat something that tastes like shit? So, Ketrin's down here all by her lonesome. Same plan as before. The ogre spider will fight until bloodied, and then it will make for this cave over here to escape. So, what we need for that is just to remember that that's where she came from. She don't got a special runaway move like the boss from Book 1, the goblin boss from Book 1, that for like 3 Pac-Man he got 5 move actions or something. That was crazy. Like super crazy. Oh man. Oh yeah, check this out, guys. I can pick my nose. Let's see, what button is it to pick my nose? Is it... Shoot. This one? No, that puts a crown on my head, which is pretty cool. Hold on. Pick nose?
That's problematic.
No, wait! That's not it. Is it this one? No, that's get angry. Hold on. Oh, no! Oh, shit! Ah! My true form is revealed! Okay, let's see. Shit, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Getting there. Really get that boogie. Gonna almost got it. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So she's gonna fight until bloodied, and then she's gonna try to escape. We gotta plan her exit strategy, because she's a big girl, and she's pretty far out. So let's look up what leap would get her. Alright, you take a short horizontal or vertical jump. This is one of the things that I always disliked about Pathfinder was that the DM generally has to follow all the same rules as the players. And as the GM, I'm a big fat cheater, so... Yeah, oh, you think... Look at these horns, right? I'm sorry to get distracted, but look at these horns. And then, headset. Look at how smart the design was for the headset. It goes behind the horns. I mean, obviously the ears just fold up, you know, like elf ears do, but I just thought that was really, really cool. Maybe I'll keep the headset on since the ears are so out of control this morning. Yeah. Anyways, one of the things I didn't like about Pathfinder was that the DM had to follow all the rules. Like, the player could be like, I want to see that character sheet. How is your boss monster doing all that shit? What feats did they take to do that? And I was like, I don't feel like dealing with that. One of the things that I do like about that now is I'm viewing it in a more like turn-based, grid-based strategy game kind of thing. I've kind of gotten back into, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics type games. You know, I was playing Unicorn Overlord and I really liked it, and then there was I'm playing through Triangle Strategy, which is just a whole thing, and I'm gonna play Tactics Ogre after that. And one of the things about that genre is everybody, for the most part, you know, you're gonna run into some boss monsters and things like that, but everybody's using the same toolbox. And so you can kind of learn from your enemies, right? Like the combos that your enemies are using on you, you could be like, oh shit, I could probably do that same thing. I feel like when the good guys and the bad guys are using the same tools, the same Legos, you get, I don't want to call it equitable play, but it feels, I don't even want to say more believable. It just feels more interesting, I guess, right? Because look what they did with what we have to work with. Look what I did with what we have to work with. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's also cooler because, you know, I don't have to design all the stuff. If I was designing all the stuff, I'd probably be like, man, 5e is so much better because I can just make up whatever I want whenever I feel like it. Because there's really no rules. Just do whatever you want. Leap. Take a short horizontal or vertical jump. Jumping a great distance requires you to use high jump or a long jump. Jump up to 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet, or up to 15 feet if your speed is at least 30. Her speed is 30. Or she can make a check for it, I guess. Here we go. You stride, then attempt a DC 15 athletics check to make a long jump in the direction you were striding. If you didn't stride at least 10 feet, you automatically fail your check. The GM might increase it. You leap up to a distance equal to your check, rounded down to the nearest 5 feet. So that could be... Her athletics is 16. Yeah, I don't know if it'd just be faster to just climb, though, you know? Like, she could move here, 25, go down here, would be 30. Let's see. Well, 25. Yeah. And then 60 feet. We gotta reset her her stuff for the round. Hold on. Where is she at? Reset movement history. Okay. So she moved here, here, and here. 90 feet, I would argue, would get her to the entrance. So that's a whole turn, not even to escape. So her next turn, she should probably be thinking about the fact that her HP is getting low and she's getting shot at. Yeah, so I think on her next turn, she should attack once and then start fleeing. And then she could use all the movement to flee. Or attack twice, start fleeing, and then 3 Pac-Man will get her out of it. It's a little risky because if she gets stunned by a gunshot, she's not going to escape. But that would also make it spicier for the group. So, yeah. That's probably what we'll do. All right, so with that sorted, let's look at the rest of what we've got going on. Okay. So they would continue searching the spell scar. They're probably going to go into Les Spider Caves. Alright, so down here in the Spider Caves, we have nothing. No nothing. Did we import the web sacks? We did. Do the web sacks have their treasure? They do. Alright, cool. Okay, so we can put those web sacks down, like so. Shit. Ominous. Dusty. Dusty? There we go. And that means impressive. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Okay, so she would try to escape. There would be spiders, I guess. We could just pull them out as needed. There we go. And then this exit over here would take them into the Hoodoo Field. Now, I felt like the Hoodoo Field encounter was not difficult at all, and I don't think that it needs to be difficult per se, but like, I don't know. One, the animated Hoodoo only being large is super lame. And then two, we put a bunch of prairie drakes down, and that was kind of neat. To do, like, you know, tie in Roxy or whatever. So let's see. Drake. Or is it a dragon? I can't remember. Oh, right. We changed her name to Roxy, so we actually have to go and grab prairie drakes. Or did I just spell it wrong? It's whatever. No, we didn't. Okay. So we'll throw a bunch of prairie drakes in over here. And have this over there. And then this thing will be here. Oh man, it's not even large, it's fucking medium. That's terrible. It's like huge would be cooler, but it really doesn't fit the map too well. So we'll go ahead and make it large. And anyways, it'll be roughhousing these little dragons and beating them up. It's elite, and that's kind of cool, but it really didn't have a lot going on besides like blinding you with sand. And they just, you know, they kind of kicked the shit out of it, which is good because they got to feel tough. So that's fine. And then let's see. Okay. Then Roxy will be like, I'm gonna leave the party. And then Roxy will give them a very special gemstone that is an item, but they'll probably just want to keep it for something else. And I think that gemstone was a Thunder Stone Moderate? Was it Thunderstone Moderate? No, I think it was Thunderstone Major. Thunderstone Major. Greater? Greater? Yeah, that's fine. The Thunderstone Greater. Okay. So, we'll just throw that over here. Alright. For later. So, after they get done with the spider and the spider caves, because they ain't going to be able to resist a cave, apparently. You put a cave in front of some adventurers, and they're going to go in that cave. Maybe not my Curse of Strahd guys anymore. I think my 3 Curse of Strahd groups, there was a point where if I was like, here's a cave, they would be like, yeah, go fuck yourself. We're not going in that cave. So, yeah. Let's see. Then they go to, they got Rock Platform, Spider Cave, they got the Yellow Dunes. Oasis? Yeah, I feel like Oasis would be... Oasis was supposed to be before the bridge. We could make the Oasis after the Hoodoo Fields, though. Yeah, we'll make it after the Hoodoo Fields. Okay. So then, after the Hoodoo Fields, we got the Oasis. If they go to the Oasis, they got these Ogres encounter. Ogres with their Triceratops, however they want to do that. I mean, my prediction is that Josh is going to try to convince everybody to kill the Ogres or recruit them. That's 50-50. But I guess that's every encounter with bad guys. You either recruit them or you kill them. And then we got, let's see. Where's the ship? Bandit Camp, we're not doing that. Haunted Gun is right before the passage to the Cradle. That's an encounter that we should definitely look at. Ulfin Funeral Ship. Here we go. And let's see. Got little bats. We got Queen Bat. We got this encounter over here. I feel like if the second group, if this group also uses their Decanter of Endless Water, and they're like, we're gonna flood y'all out, then that's on me for adding the Decanter of Endless Water. That was just a bad move on my part. Because, yeah. Anyways, let's see. They've got a giant snake. Did we add something in the other game to make this like slightly cooler? Or literally do they just have a giant snake? I think they might just have a giant snake. That's fine. These guys could probably use the W for this encounter. They struggling. I'm not 100% on how this encounter is supposed to transition. They have to squeeze to get down there, and there's walls, secret doors, and such. And then I think there's a tile hidden somewhere. There's got to be a trigger that turns it on that I'm not remembering. Elite Vexkits. I kind of want to open the other game and see what we had in there. Let's do the Forge VTT. I'm very sleepy. Oh my god. Alright. So we'll start that up and we'll double check if they had anything extra thrown in here for equity's sake. Overall, I'm curious to see how this group handles this encounter. Yeah, we'll just find out. So then they go to this encounter with the gun. Now, this encounter with the gun I felt was really bad. I don't think it's very well designed. They've got this knoll up here, and they're like trying to shoot the gun. But like, it's just one knoll with a gun. So like, if the knoll got a critical hit with the gun, then it would be a big deal. But if the knoll does, sorry, the Colo, if the Colo got a critical hit with their gun, it'd be pretty cool. But if they don't get the critical hit with the gun, then it's not really cool. Also, climbing was a big part of this particular fight, so I had to come up with heights for everything. So like, that's a whole thing. Making the height more significant could probably help. So if we made this 20 feet and we made this 40 feet, that could make it a little bit more interesting. Or 50 feet even. That can make it a little bit more interesting. got this over here, which we could make, I don't know, 25 feet. And we'll make this 50 also. Alright. And then we've got the other side here with some heights. And I think these were going to be less severe. Let's see. Like 20, well, I don't know how much less severe. 1530? Yeah, 1530 would work. Alright. So, 1530. Yeah, the encounter is kind of just sort of a, yeah, this is pretty cool if this happens, is how that particular encounter design felt in the book. Like, I feel like it could have benefited from a bit more love and attention. I know that they had a lot of adventure to write, and sometimes you're just not feeling an encounter, but this definitely felt like an encounter that the writers were like, it's a cool idea. Alright, we'll make this 20. There we go. Make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah. And then we'll do 10 feet. Oops. 10. Come on. Do 10 feet on these. Okay. Afternoon maps. Good stuff. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Just enough to keep it a little interesting, I guess. I don't know. It's always hard to decide, like, what height to give all this stuff. But I think this will be okay. So they come through. This Colo is up on the ledge and begins shooting down. Now that they have a significant height, they can take more shots, you would assume. And then those shots, it's like Russian roulette. Eventually, one of those shots is going to hit critically, you would assume. And they're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have gotten critically hit by it. Overall, they are a CR8 against a bunch of level 5s, so that should be difficult, right? And they have critical in their gun and all that. They got these spooky ghost bullets, that's pretty cool. But overall, the whole encounter felt kind of flat. Not every encounter has to be a banger, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have it sort of sort out a little bit more. Let's see. I got Sunset World booting up right now, so that'll be good. And then, let's see. The gun itself, yeah. So, Jax, the magic gun. Jax cast Heroism on you. That's cool. Jax was a caravan guard who died defending her charges from a pack of Lamashtan cultists in the Spellscar Desert. Her spirit of fury and hopelessness infused her weapon upon her death, imbuing the firearm with a fragment of her soul and intelligence. The rifle, upon awakening, remembered just enough of Jax's former life to think of her former wielder's name as her own. Jax is a +1 striking, fearsome, piercing wind. Goddamn. Whose driving purpose is to protect innocent travelers in the Spellscar Desert from raiders, bandits, and cultists. Jax allows any creature to wield her, but she doesn't reveal her intelligence or powers until she detects an innocent in danger, or if her wielder has proven themselves a worthy champion of justice. She deems a wielder to be unworthy. Jax uses her dominate ability to control the wielder until she can find a new one. If ever used to attack an innocent traveler, or if, in Jax's opinion, the attack could be considered banditry, the weapon automatically misfires. If Jax witnesses an innocent harmed or killed, she empathetically urges the wielder to avenge the victim. If the wielder doesn't comply, Jax attempts to cast Dominate, see below. Even if the Dominate spell fails, Jax withholds all magical abilities, including the +1 Weapon Potency rune and Striking rune, until her wielder redeems themselves. That seems pretty good. I should go again. Command. Once per day, Jax casts Heroism on you. How is Heroism any good here? You unlock the target's inner Heroism, granting a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks. The status bonus increases to +2 and +3. I mean, a +1 ain't bad for 10 minutes. That ain't bad. I feel like she would chuck that up before the fight starts, is kind of what I'm thinking. But then there is the whole wild magic surge thing, so I don't know. I guess a magic weapon really doesn't care about using magic, though. Command. Once per day. Jax deems you an unworthy agent of justice. She casts Dominate on you. It lasts until your next daily preparation. God damn. Alright. Failure. You control the target. It gains controlled, but it can do a will save at the end of each of its turns. Man, this definitely ain't 5th edition magic, that's for sure. Not that that's a bad thing. If you're chaotic or worshipper of Lamashtu, you take a -2 penalty to your will save, and the rest of your save is 1 degree of success worse than the result you rolled. Jax orders you to fight banditry and protect innocent travelers in the spell-scarred desert, renewing the spell as often as necessary until you cease your lawless ways. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm into it. Main. Jaws. Jax. What is sweep? This weapon makes wide sweeping or spinning attacks, making it easier to attack multiple enemies. Oh, like you hit them with the gun? I'm assuming? Yeah, because it's got a little axe blade on the end. That's cool. Fatal aim. It's possible to hold the stock under one arm so you can fire with a single hand as long as the other hand is holding a weapon. Blah, blah, blah. You release it. Okay, plus crack shot. What's crack shot do? When Palzu critically hits a creature with a ranged strike, they must succeed on a save or be stunned. Rugged travel. Okay. The first square of difficult terrain he moves into each time he steps or strides. Alright, all that seems pretty dope. Yeah, so I think just raising the height of this encounter is going to transcend it a little bit, make it a little bit harder. Now, we could go even harder, and we could say that there are a lot of heights here. That would be kind of cool. That they have to look up and see. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. Okay. We got some time. We got 12 minutes before the game. And this encounter is still kind of... Yeah, I just really didn't like it last time. So, what could we do for this? We could make this initial kip-up area 10 feet. And then they're in the canyon. That could work. So... That would give them some cover, though, against the gun, which, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. They had some cover. Do 5, and then 10. They do 10 along here. Like, they're gonna want cover if they're being shot at. Yeah. Here, we'll start right there. That seems like a good spot. So, drag this out. There we go. And then we'll do some more over here. Yeah, that works. So that could be 10, and that could be 10. Let's do that. Here. Alright. So then, I feel like we need to go higher over here then. Make this like 25. Maybe even 30. There we go. 25. So then this ledge right here. Oh. Getting that verticality in there. Not 100% on that. I'm not very good at building verticality top down, right? It's like it'd be easier if it was a 3D space because then you could just be like, yeah, I get it. Let's make it, I don't know. So if they go 10, this could be 20. Yeah. And then this could be 30. That seems better. And then this could be 30 as well. Or 35. Oops. And do a bit out like that. I don't think anyone's going to go over there, but just in case. Okay. And then got this just random ass rock here. So we'll do 20 feet. Yeah, that works. Alright, and then there's 20 feet here. So go like this. That works. And then over here, if we make this 25, then it's like a stepping stone area. So that's actually kind of cool, because then they could sort of find a way up. Alright. 20, 25. Okay, so then this area could be 15. Yeah. That works. Yeah, I like that. I think it's a good idea. Go across here. 15. There is definitely a benefit to running a campaign more than once. If you have an encounter that you're like, damn, next time, running it twice, you will have a next time. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Like, Red Hand of Doom Remix, I think, I know, I don't have to think, I know it was better than the first time I ran Red Hand of Doom. And if I ran Red Hand of Doom again a third time, I know that it would be even better the third time. So there's, yeah, I know that it's not like a crazy concept that the more you do something, the better you get at it. But I know Colville, for example, he loves running the same campaign over and over again, and that's one of the things that he talks about is how much better every time he does it. And I agree. I think that, yeah, that's definitely a big benefit to doing it. There's some campaigns that I could see myself running over and over and over again, just some of the real great ones. Red Hand of Doom, I think, is one of the best, like, simplest stories, like, that you could tell that still feels pretty epic at the end, pretty noteworthy. Like, you feel like you did shit that mattered. So yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and make this 5 feet. That's really only going to matter for, like, Bella, I guess. But, I mean, you know, Bella matters. There we go. Oops. I do probably need to get over myself and start making a homebrew campaign. But I don't know. There's just so many cool stories that could be told that I don't have to do. I don't have to do all the work. You know? Who wants to do work when you don't have to do work? Go. We'll make this 10. Go. Okay. We'll make this rock 5. This would be a great map to do the auto elevation thing on, for sure. But we've got like 5 minutes before the game starts, so we're not going to do that. Let's see. We'll make this 5 feet. Give them something to hide behind. I think giving them something to hide behind will also enhance the encounter too, because then they don't feel like they're just standing there getting shot at the whole time, which is the encounter. This way there's like the illusion that, hey, we could just stay behind this rock all day. They'll run out of bullets eventually, which is a fair assumption. I would assume they would run out of bullets eventually. Let's see. 5 feet. And these rocks up here. Man, I'm gonna have to pick up the pace here. Let's see. I mean, I don't know if we'll reach this encounter today, but it would still be good to have it done. 15 feet. 15 feet. Tell you what, if they haven't done this encounter by next week, we will throw some of the elevation scripts on here to spice it up a little bit, like we did for the Divinity one-shot. I did think that was super cool in the Divinity one-shot when they were able to do all that fun terrain stuff. I also liked how terrain mattered in that, like we gave bonuses for terrain. They do that in Triangle Strategy, and I think it's pretty cool. It definitely feels rewarding to get a sniper up high and then rain down attacks on people. That definitely has a good feeling. Alright, make this 20. And I think that's all the rocks that we really have time for. Let's see, because we have to go run the game. Oh shit, yeah, we have to go run the game. Man, I'm having such a good time making rocks. Oh well. Alright. It don't need to be expansive. Do a small homebrew campaign. That's a good idea, man. Alright, I'm gonna go run this game. You're welcome to hang out and watch. Lexeus22 is gonna stream it, and then after the game, I'll be back to work on the VTuber model on stream to kind of show what things look like under the hood and how settings work, because I know that was something I was really curious about, and I couldn't really find a lot of just honest, in-your-face videos about it, so I'm gonna try to put that up. Alright, hope everybody enjoys their day, and I'll see you next time.